afternoon, everybody. I'm sorry, I don't even know what day it is. It is March 1st. It's March Madness. It's March 1st, 2019. Q is posting today. Here we go. We're going to be talking about the Mighty 200, and I am on that list, and there's been some interesting things that we've kind of uncovered, and we still have a lot of digging to do. But before I get into all that, with our partner in crime, actually, our partner in justice, Shady Groove. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. I hope everyone else is out there is doing well. And what a week we've had here. And with this list and stuff that we're getting ready to go over, it's very, very interesting. The president is is going right at him, Matrixxx.
As he does every day. Thank God for our president, and remember to wrap him with your positive energy and prayers.
Yeah, that is 5-5. This man needs all of your support out there. It is we're getting lots of stuff coming around and lots of rumors out there, different things that are unverified, but it looks like we could be on the road here to a carpet bombing.
Oh yeah, a Moab. A nuke.
A Moab.
And that's amazing right there. So what I want to do real quick, Shady, is I want to just quickly do a little recap right here, because I think what we have to realize too is that this is not a game. And we're going to go back to Q post 2876. And this is the Hillary Clinton status that she linked and about the top 200, the mighty 200. And again, I am one of them. And I am in communications with most of them as well. And if you guys are listening out there, keep staying strong, keep tweeting POTUS. God bless you all. This is a direct attack by Hillary Clinton and the deep state against Q and pro-POTUS patriots. And for those who think that this is a war, this war is fake, or we do not consider a major threat, this is a direct attack by Hillary Clinton on Q and POTUS, pro-POTUS patriots. The article referenced has an embedded link, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, that literally targets pro-POTUS Q Twitter accounts that have been identified by Clinton deep state as serious threats, ability to shift narrative. Twitter has already begun removing targeted accounts, stages, under false pretenses. The war is real. The threat is real. Clinton panic, Clinton fear. Judgment Day coming. Q. Then, this is the next one. Q responds with the actual article that was done by theguardians.ai. Link embedded in the article. Crooked Hillary in 3 kill boxes. Q. Then these are tools of prevention online, talking about how they're going to try to possibly prevent us, the internet infrastructure. This is a very important post as well. But we're going to stick to this. These are your proud deplorables right here. These are them. These are the top 200, the mighty 200 that Hillary Clinton and the deep state have targeted. And I'm just going to kind of scroll through this really quick. And I'm getting to know a lot of these people, and they're wonderful, wonderful patriots. Jallycat right there is actually amazing right there. If you're not following her, go ahead and do that. This guy right here in the Matrixxx with 3 X's, go ahead and follow that guy if you're not already. He's pretty cool. Shady, I don't know. Do you know this guy?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
No, everybody on there deserves to be supported just for the fact that they were called out by the other side. There's been lots of things we have been digging into here to uncover some of the backhanded tricks that they have been implementing against those of us on Twitter and other social media platforms, trying to get the word out, and the way that they are pseudo dividing us. And since we started digging into some of this stuff, it's interesting to notice, especially within the last couple of weeks, Matrixxx, how a lot, like I'm not getting any responses back from threads where I'm posting my information on the other side. It's almost like I'm putting up a post underneath an account and then no one is seeing it. So I'm not sure what the new algorithms they've implemented is, but I'm not able to trigger them quite the same, Matrixxx.
Yeah, that's the next level of censorship as well, and it's affecting me too. I used to be able to go to, believe it or not, Google and type in @in the Matrixxx, and let's say I wanted to look up the Paysur thread. I could put Paysur and it would come right up. That's not happening for me anymore. And I want to just wrap this around again and go back to this 200 patriots. You have been selected as threats and falsely labeled as foreign disinfo agents, though they attempt to disguise at the bottom as not all. This is an attempt to target and remove by false pretenses all threatening voices, elimination of free speech to present loss of control. These actions are now being monitored and would strongly encourage forwarding this information to the appropriate members of Congress, Senate, and the media. We believe this is a test run to effectively silence the opposition while testing the potential media backlash and our official response. This attempt to remove, silence, is fascism. Those who oppose their view narrative should further demonstrate their resolve to control the message/narrative, win at any cost. And again, these are the next 100 Twitter people. They're amazing. If you're not following them, head over to qmap.pub and look up the posts beginning with 2880, I believe it is. So definitely check these out. Make sure you're following them. Give them support. Okay. Now, I wanted to just switch over really quick because Dr. Quigley on Twitter did a very, very good thread. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just going to go through a couple of points here. And Dr. Quigley, at Carol Quigley, says Russian bot hoax, a vast network of left-wing liberals and neoconservative hawks funded by Silicon Valley billionaires, U.S. aid, and NATO seek to control the narrative through targeting influencers on social media. This is not just some, rogue people targeting people on Twitter. This is a well-organized operation. And this is the smear agent campaign that he was talking about right here. This is the article targeting the activities of an internet research agency. In the January 2017 DNI's report shows the aspect of so-called Russian active measures campaigns against Hillary Clinton to be a fiction with deep roots to British-created NATO intelligence and called the Strategic Communications Service, SCA. So very interesting post here by Dr. Quigley. And the background is in 2013, Obama, Hussein, legalized domestic propaganda, and that's in pick 1 right here. One of the lesser-known provisions have snuck away into the NDAA over the years was a small piece of legislation tracked to the NDAA for fiscal year 2013, signed into law that same year by then President Barack Obama, named the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act of 2012. It's completely lifted the long-existing ban on domestic dissemination of U.S. government-produced propaganda. And in pick 2, right here, we've got, this is basically the 2016 Senate passed the Counter Propaganda and Disinformation Bill. That's that right there as part of the NDAA. And combined, they legalized government propaganda and funded NGOs and think tanks to participate in combating, in air quotes, foreign threats. Okay? And I'm 100% American. And if anybody out there in the media wants to contact me, feel free. I'm amazed that nobody has contacted me. Are you afraid? Challenge. Hope you accept it. In 2017, the Alliance Securing Democracy, ASD, is formed with the stated aim of countering efforts by Russia to undermine democratic institutions in the United States and Europe. So this is a very good thread. I'll go ahead and drop this link in there.
Yeah, we got it dropped in there, man.
You got it dropped? I love Vega. You're a good dude. Thanks, brother.
I got it first.
Oh, thank you, brother. So this is an amazing thread. It kind of breaks down some of the spooks, kooks, and spirit cookers right here. These are some of the people against it. And I was working a little bit with Tennessee Homesteader as well with some of this information, and it was very interesting that we kind of came up with some of the same information that Dr. Quigley came here. There's not only new knowledge connected that Reid Hoffman and Soros is backed by the French Iranian Pierre Omidyar. I mean, this is not just some people. This is a well-organized attack on our freedom of speech. And this is how many degrees of separation exist between the contributors to the recent Politico article and the Hamilton 68. So look at this. This is not just a couple of kids like some guy, that Elix guy or whatever his name was that we went on a call with. He was trying to make sure that it's nothing. It's just some, random hacker kids. No, this is George King, Michael Graffiti, IVAI, San Diego Supercomputer Center, Data Science Hub. This is a well-organized attack on us.
And it's a well-organized distraction, to uh, people are out there saying that, oh well, this is just people that hate the conservative platform. That's not what's going on, everybody. We know the push that we're getting. We know the penetration of the message that's getting out there into the mainstream conversation. Even peripheral people being asked about Q now. Some stuff being posted. We had James Woods yesterday posted a Q, capital Q, took it down. We also had Don Jr. yesterday post boom, then took that down, deleted that. So that, we're being pointed to this information now because it's important for not only us to share and understand how the message is being not only propagandized, but pushed aside. Everyone needs to connect with each other out there through this. We don't know what their plans are. We don't know exactly what they're going to do to your guys' accounts, and all of you guys in that top 200 I'm speaking to right now, and anyone who is out there telling you that this is haters on the other side, that is not accurate. That is not where this attack is coming from. We've been able to prove that through multiple different people's research. So it's a lie that that's the case, and it's going on multiple levels, not just at the DNC, but also on the just in the Twitter sphere of people trying to distract from the message and trying to tell you things that are not accurate.
Yep. And Tennessee Homesteader and I came across the Brett Hoverath guy as well. He's the president at theguardians.ai. I mean, this is no joke right here. He supports pro-democracy groups around the globe in the fight. This is his previous work right here. Includes supercomputing and machine learning to model climate risk, crowdsourced disaster response. I mean, this is no joke. This is an organized attack on us, guys. This is the information that is absolutely amazing, uncovered by Dr. Quigley here. Brett's endeavors include T. Boone Pickens, Kenya, and microfinancing. Lumina Credit was also a Clinton Global Initiative partner and being sold to another Clinton Global Initiative partner, Sinpa Abba Trust. I mean, look at this. This is not just a couple of people on Twitter hating on us. This is huge. This is the deep state. This is huge right here. Cozy with Obama. This is that Ushahidi right here. A platform deployed over 125,000 times in 160 countries, used by the Obama campaign for America in 2012, the UN Department of Field Services and Peacekeeping in response to the Haiti earthquake, to monitor Nigerian elections. I mean, who's stealing and trying to control elections? Shady.
Or colluding to manipulate election results. Look at what they did in Ukraine. Look at all the other areas. We're implementing democracy, and what you end up with is a ravaged, war-torn, desolate wasteland of destruction. That's kind of not what most Americans had in their mind whenever people on the media say we are implementing democracy around the world. So quite different than what they say they're doing and what they're doing out there. And this is, obviously coordinated through these other intelligence operations throughout the world, the Five Eyes operations. Notice a lot of the people out there who have loud voices, especially the people coming after us, are not from America. That is one strain that seems to be running through this thread of people who we know through Q are attempting to protect themselves from ever being uncovered, and that includes British intel, Aussie intel, and Chinese intel, all the same working together.
Right. So continuing, Barrett is a speaker for the GMF. There's a direct link to the Hamilton 68. As look at this. These people are not our friends. Barrett Anderson, founding CEO and co-founder of Scout Holdings. Quigley goes on to say, what about Zach Vernon and Alicia Serrani? And these are all people that were named in that report attacking us, right, in Hillary Clinton's report. These people are well organized, very well organized. These guys aren't messing around. Trump's tech foes won big in Virginia's election, and here's how, right? So it actually ties back into that. So this is where the coverage, again, Obama's Higher Ground Labs, which is OFA-DNC research arm. Here's an article for that. Funding for the Higher Grounds Accelerator Boot Camp and proximity to the group's star-studded advisory board, which boasts former COO Obama Foundation and former Clinton campaign CTO and current Strava chief product officer, former FFCC chairman, the guys at Crooked Media, and chief technology officer of the DNC, among many other high-profile names. So Dr. At Carol Quigley, Carroll Quigley. This is a great thread. There's nothing to see here. Nope, don't look here either. I mean, this is a very, very well put together thread talking about actually what just happened to the deplorable, what do you want to call us? The mighty 200, the top 200, okay? So if you get a chance, check that out. Thank you, Dr. Quigley.
Very good research there.
Yes, and take a look. And we're doing some more research too. This is the 200. Speaking the truth is our crime. Again, just so you know, here I am right here, and there's the 2 o'clock. We're going to go over that. That's very interesting. This is a good graphic here. And Joseph Albertson, thank you very much. We are at war. When? Operators active. Q. So we are at war. Q has reminded us of that many, many times. This is the real James Woods. I said to him, welcome to the Q Army. That was awesome. But as you said, he did tweet it. For people that are in Ireland, we_Ireland has a new Twitter. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and check them out. And breaking news, Shady. Trump to step down, effective at noon on Monday, January 20th, 2025.
Triggered.
That was a great tweet, Michael Notham. Thank you very much.
Well, the TDS starts to spike before they can finish reading the sentence.
It does. This is again Joseph Albertson. Again, we are watching a plan being set in motion. We noticed that the timepiece on Kim Jong Un is the same one on the -21. The clock, right? Anons know. And we're going to go over that in a minute. So we're watching a plan being set in motion. Again, today we need a nation of Minutemen, men who are not only prepared to take up arms, but citizens who regard the preservation of freedom as a basic purpose in their daily life. JFK, 1961.
And what he means by that is that you espouse those principles when you speak to others, that you do not understand why your media is acting like this, and you do not understand how come we could open up a case to investigate election fraud or collusion with a foreign entity to disturb an election. And now we're in a situation where we are talking about digging into the president's finances from whenever they want to. This is absurd. This is over the top. And I would recommend that anyone out there, please let your representatives know, no matter what district you're in, how disappointed you are in the way they are behaving.
Yep, and this is another one of your top 200s. Thank you, Debbie, for that one. I want to quickly go through this one. I thought this was interesting. People were asking me about this. I'm going to go ahead and play this really quick. The audio may not be awesome because it's from a 1977 movie called Kentucky Fried Movie, which is actually a comedy. But let's take a listen real quick.
New from Barker Brothers, a game for the entire family. Scot-free. Your team has just assassinated the president. Can you get away scot-free? Shake the dice and see. Great, you found a patsy. Go again. Bonus card. You get Jack Ruby to kill your patsy. That's good because dead men don't talk. Oh no, Abraham Zapruder films the assassination. Tough break, but now you go again. And a stroke of luck, 22 material witnesses die of unnatural causes. Now your opponent shakes again. Uh-oh, look out. Life magazine buys the Zapruder film. But you buy Life magazine and show the frames out of sequence. You're almost home. Now you must spin the public opinion board. You've done it! The public believes it. You're scot-free. Available from Barker Brothers.
Pretty interesting, right? And I was just kind of messing around, but if you look at Q Post 783, Clown Agency, No Such Agency, right? R.I.P. JFK, we will succeed. The pyramid will collapse. Think Shell. Who is scot-free? Now, we do know that scot-free was Where We Go One, We Go All, the movie White Squall, Calm Before the Storm, I'd Rather Be Anonymous Again, those kind of things there. Yes, we know scot-free did do that movie, but Thank You for Playing is this board game, right? Playing the board game, which was very interesting because it talked about scot-free equals Where We Go One, We Go All, and then Q0 equals Q plus. At what point do they wake up? So is Q0, Q plus in this one, talking about JFK and the clown agency that killed them? And you heard 22 people, one of 22. There's a lot of different things in this thing that really... I know we found this a long time ago, but I just actually posted it today and had some epiphanies. I have it here. The mods went ahead and dropped the link. If you have any ideas on it, check it out. Shady, do you have any comment on it?
Well, I mean, it just whenever he's talking about Shell there, well, we kind of understand what that means, and the Scott Free and the production company, Where We Go One, We Go All, the rally cry. And the idea that what are we looking for? We're looking to get out from underneath their control. And, even with that little clip that you played there, it's very, very interesting symbolism in that, just kind of out there. And this whole playbook, the new playbook, the way this is being referred to, and changing tactics with your Twitter account in these posts. It's interesting to see how this has worked, and they're coming after us from every angle simply because of what you're saying, and not just Matrixxx and I, but anybody that's talking about what's really going on with Q and the pushback from the people they're making ridiculous claims, saying things like Q is dangerous. Now, okay. Whatever you want to say, but Q is dangerous is
dangerous
a little
to who,
bit of
Shady?
a stretch.
Dangerous to who, do you think?
Yeah, dangerous to the deep state, dangerous to their narrative, dangerous to what we want you to believe, dangerous to what we want you to think, dangerous to our way of life, dangerous to our pocketbooks, dangerous to our connections with the cartels, dangerous to our connections with the worldwide banking system, dangerous to our connections with deep state operations in North Korea and other war-torn areas, dangerous for the exposure of all of these companies of social media that are actually deep state operations collecting your data and selling it to foreign entities. Dangerous.
Badge of honor, military grade. And so that was one thing I kind of wanted to show you guys as well. Stormy Joe Patriot has a pretty interesting one, dancing with Q, more like what does SDNY answer? Who does SDNY answer to? Well, Bill Barr. This is Ari Fleischer watching Cohen dance around the Q. About what he pled guilty to makes me wonder if Cohen pled guilty to crimes he believes he did not commit. He acts like he didn't want to fight SDNY, so he just pled guilty. Someone should ask him if he pled guilty to things he didn't do. And Stormy Joe says this. He points to the Q post. SDNY opening private investigation for the sole purpose of finding a crime. Evidence to support. Evidence presented. Does SDNY report to AG Barr? Watch the news.
And it's so twisted now, the way they're presenting this to the other side, to the emotionally weak people, or the outrage, the immediate outrage of the way this is being presented. We're not talking about investigating crime here. We're talking about investigating people here. That is something totally different than what our laws say. And we're also talking about investigating the people who are currently elected in charge of our country. Okay. So right on the heels of it being exposed that there was a deep state coup, and now all of a sudden we're going after the person who the coup was attempted to be maneuvered onto. This is not going to go over well with patriots in the conversation out there if you guys speak up and let people know what it is you're not pleased with.
That's right. And oh, by the way, Slippery Rock says, thank you for your hard work. Where we go one, we go all, worldwide. Thank you, Slippery Rock. I appreciate that. Then, how can you not love Saul memes. If you're not following Saul memes,
It's just amazing.
this is, first of all, let me just put context into this. This is Rep. Stacy Plaskett, okay? And she does this. Proves that she can walk. Democrats can walk and chew gum at the same time. Watch. And I tell you, I fell off my chair when Saul Memes posted this. I just had to. I'm sorry. That is absolutely amazing. Saul, much love. Keep up the great work. Saul Green Productions on YouTube. Support her work on Patreon as well. She's absolutely amazing. She's changing the narrative. Great job, Saul.
She's changing people's minds with things that make sense out of the things that don't make sense. It's really brilliant.
Also, just want to quickly too just point you to a thread that JT Wild did about game theory. Very, very interesting. Go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. There is a video in this thread that kind of goes into some of it about what game theory is. He does drop a video here, the trap one. It says something, buddy. But go ahead and watch some of that stuff. JT had some good thoughts here. Very well done, sir. Thank you very much for that. So that's at the JT Wild with an E. Okay. Then I just want to let's play this real quick.
Take it off. Which one you want? I'm gonna take it off. KD, leave my hand laying on. You wanna rip it off? You wanna rip it off? We can leave. You wanna rip it off? KD, chill. You wanna rip it off? Chill. Rip it off, Dixon, over here right now. Go get him. Go get him. Motherfucker, I don't care. You wanna rip it off? I can burn it. Which one you want? Which one you want? Speak. Make a motherfucker back. I'm gonna rip it, bro. Hey, if you take it off. Which one you want? Take it off. Take this shit off. Take this shit off, nigga.
So this is the kind of stuff that's going on, and funny that he's wearing a yellow vest, isn't it, Shady?
Yeah, it's just like this is this is completely being ignored, and we're seeing so much of it, and it guys, just be aware out there. People are triggered by nothing, and we are getting ready to move into a position in this operation where the other side is going to learn real quick that they're not in control of this narrative, and they're not in the driver's seat of who is being prosecuted and looked into through all of this.
Yeah. Somebody says staged. Okay, Jack. Sure, it's staged. Go talk to the student at Edmond Santa Fe High School and ask him if this was staged.
Definitely not staged.
Okay, buddy.
This student was harassed. This is not staged.
Yeah, it's staged on the other way around when we got our false flags and crap like that. Definitely staged.
Or it's staged in a way to where, it's being filmed by someone so they can stick it on their Twitter for the other side and be proud and congratulate the guy for attacking this person.
And I want to also talk about this Slick Rock Web was saying, so you're saying you're totally fine with foreign Russian Twitter trolls interfering with our elections? The ends justify the means? Wow. So I'd like to ask him, I'm 100% American and I'm the top 200. Why don't you turn your investigations on the crime against children of Hillary and the Foundation? OIG report, page 294. Why would anyone cover for this? Are you complicit? All right. And it's interesting, too. I just want to point that out because, here's a gift that Hulk made. This is another top 200. The top 200 stands for freedom of speech, and I do stand for freedom. Oh, by the way, real quick, InTheMatrixx.com was in Times Square. QNN, breaking news. Q399. We were inspired by Anons here to make our efforts more public.
And we did just that this week. We reached a lot of people out there this week who are responding extremely positively. We were even on AM radio last night, Matrixx. I had a few nice DMs this morning from people who just heard us last night and very interested in what we're talking about and coming to the conversation.
That's right. And you saw that I just said, why don't you turn your investigations on the other side, right? Did you see what Q posted today? Let's go to the Q map right now. I'm going to blind your eyes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to go all the way up. All right, so the Q map today, it says this. It has a post to real Donald Trump Twitter status. Oh, I see. Now that a 2-year Russian collusion case has fallen apart, there was no collusion except by crooked Hillary and the Democrats. They say, gee, I have an idea. Let's look at Trump's finances and every deal he has ever done. Let's follow discredited Michael Cohen. And then Trump's tweet goes on to say, and the fraudulent and dishonest statements he made on Wednesday. No way. It is time to stop this corrupt, illegally brought witch hunt. Listen to this. Time to start looking at the other side where real crimes were committed in the kill box. Republicans have been abused long enough. Must end now. Carpet bombs are okay. Tactical nukes are better. -21, -20, -19, -18, and so on. ... But isn't it interesting that I asked some troll to start looking at the other side where real crimes were committed? I just think that's interesting. I don't know. Q, help. I know it's funny because we think things, mean stuff. But I also want to bring Lisa Mae Crowley into this. She had a great tweet here. It's the countdown. 26 February was -21. Today is -18. Tomorrow is -17. And March 19th is 0 day. And 0 day, countermeasures in place. Think emergency alert system. Think White House controlled new RT News website. Think White House controlled new video stream platform. Think here, 8chan. Possibly, right? So this is the February 26th, -21. This is the next post right here talking about think the emergency 0 day, right? Countermeasures in place. Here's the example. Should this occur, immediate steps will be taken to classify each as public utility, essential public services to gain appropriate government regulation and control. Why do we make things public? So that was a very good tweet right there from Lisa Mae. I included that in my thread. Hat tip to you, Patriot.
Just a little side note, Matrixx. There's a coincidence that a band called Widespread Panic is playing in Washington, D.C. on March 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Yes.
Also, coincidentally, if you go back to your Q map from those dates, March 15th, 16th, and 17th from 2018, there sure were a lot of booms on those days a year ago.
Yeah, and Tennessee Homesteader, too, says, tactical nukes. What carries nukes? A stealth bomber, a B-2. Bill Barr. Wow, Homesteader. Yeah, this is why we're going to have Homesteader on soon. I have much respect for this gentleman right here. Thank you, sir.
Doing some amazing work out there, Homesteader.
Yes, you are.
Great stuff.
Then I want to bring us over to Cereal Brain today. Did you guys see Cereal Brain? This is And We Know. I'm just going to maybe play just a little bit of it, but you need to get over there and subscribe to And We Know. This person is amazing. That does the breakdowns of Cereal Brain, and let's just play a little bit of this here right now. Shady, ready?
Same value as bits, and you know from my previous decodes this refers to the date 02/09/2019 and the release of information, and therefore confirms the D-class Dems are trying to stop. But then inside
whose Twitter account is that?
Q2213, we see that a tweet from the Maestro and Q2208 are embedded. They respectfully show underlined in red Playbook and new Playbook needed. Do you see it? Do you think the lady playing soccer in the embedded Q2208 sharing the same colors as a...
And do you think that in the Matrixxx is on the top 200 list and he's being attacked with the Playbook? I mean, interesting stuff.
Coincidence? With the lady playing and the matching colors, the Maestro wanted us to triangulate. We needed to focus on the question, new Playbook needed? This is the Maestro asking the Dems, you are trying to stop the coming D-class. The playbook you used with Justice Kavanaugh was a disgrace and a major failure. How are you going to do it this time? New playbook needed? As you can see, the conversation is getting very interesting. Let's take a look at the next tweets to see if the Maestro said more about this. The first one was posted at 10:21 p.m. or 22:21 military time. This message was well received by the deep state. They responded 2 days later through the HRC tweet linking a political
This is
article,
the top 200,
which
right?
in turn links to the now famous list of the 200 targeted Twitter accounts. Congrats to those who made the list. You are top deplorables, and thanks to you, we have another instance confirming the collusion between Dems and the MSM fake news that WikiLeaks revealed.
Thank you, SB2.
Proof. The Politico article was posted on February 20th, 2019 at 6:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. HRC tweeted the same day at 1:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the difference is 466 minutes. And its value for, it's coming for you and it will not be pleasant, equals 466. Did you really think that you're in control? 466. Some lawyers have some very deep, dark secrets, equals 466. Coincidence? You caught the last message as referring to Cohen and how they intend to use him to reduce his jail time by 1 second per lie. As you can see, HRC is using the Politico article as a conduit to tell Trump to get ready because the deep state has a new playbook for him. This conversation between the maestro and the deep state about the playbook is confirmed by Q in Q2878. Do you see this crooked Hillary? The value for crooked is 71, same value as the amazing, equals 71. The maestro used to describe our famous unknown soccer player. Coincidence? Do you see it? We went full circle. This conversation between the maestro and the deep state through HRC is confirmed, and it's undeniably about the deep state's new playbook to fight Trump. What if I told you I saw this playbook? Before I tell you where and what it is, you need to know why it's crucial for the deep state to have a new game plan to stop Trump and the D-class. Look at the capitalized lines in Q2878. I'll decode one for you. Try to decode the other two. The last line reads Judgment Day coming equals 190. Same value as the undeniable proof equals 190. What is the proof? Do you see this, Hillary? I gave you all the tools needed to open layered doors with this type of key in previous decodes you will find in the archive. If you pursue this, you will see the deep state and HRC ask Trump to back off on the crimes found in the servers and on PEDOPHILIA in exchange for not applying for their new playbook. As you already know, among these crimes captured by the servers, we have U1, the CF, Seth Rich's murder by 2 MS-13 members, Scalia's murder, the A1 IT scandal, the selling of SAPs, ICBM tech, NASA tech, the organized loss of U.S. space dominance, the Iran nuke deal, the North Korea nuke missile tech operation, tactics on their 16-year plan to destroy America, and other doozies implicating high-level U.S. government officials and businessmen as described in Q834, Q436, 438, 570, and Q. It is.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit
Let's
here.
go to the link about our excellent
Here we
200
go.
deplorables. Look at the navigation. Every time you see unnecessary capitalization, your decoding alarm should go off. The capital letters add up to TWATEIFR equals 102. Same value as the game plan equals 102. Coincidence? This is where they hid their playbook. Now look at the text. There is only one sentence highlighted, and it has two numbers, 200 and 140 million. Do you see it? This refers to the position of the watch hands at 2 o'clock, which can also be 1400 military time. This was the key needed to read the graphic with the images of our excellent 200 deplorables. The images are distributed in such a way that if you superimpose the 2 o'clock position to the set, the watch hands point at the images symbolizing the hidden orders and tactics in their new playbook. Here is how you extract the hidden messages. You draw a circle, position the hands of the clock at 2 o'clock, and extract the two images. Sometimes the third one on top is relevant. Then you decode what they symbolize put together. In this example, it's pretty obvious with the flag at the center and states in different colors at 2 o'clock. It is about dividing America. And here is the summarizing image. I have drawn several other circles to extract additional orders revealing the deep state strategy against Trump. You'll find them in the 2 o'clock deplorable playbook. Train and see how I decoded each of the sets. Like the division decode, some of them are easy. Others are more intricate, like the one about biological warfare with a picture of young Trump and Vlad III Dracula, which leads to youth, Trump and blood, which leads to life, enemy, and DNA, which leads to the biodata, biowarfare, and bioweapons as hinted in Q1167. The 2 o'clock deplorable playbook is found below in the description box. Try to draw other circles with your friends, family, compare
Now
your
take
results.
a look at some of these here, guys.
Good luck. Q354, therefore, they openly showcase their symbolism. Therefore, they were sloppy. Q.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made
Thank you very much
manifest.
for that, and we know,
Neither
and
anything
Serial Brain.
hid
Look at this.
that shall not be known.
See if
and
you
come
notice anybody.
abroad.
This has been a great and amazing journey that we've been on, folks. It's
Who's that guy?
time to lift up everyone.
So, very interesting. I wanted to go to that deep state playbook. This is the playbook against Trump, right? This is the 2 o'clock decode. And I want to go down to this electromagnetic attack one. Look at that, guys. So this is weaponized electromagnetic waves, ancient Egyptian tech. So if you look at me, it points up to another 200. And then it's got another one where it looks like a pyramid with some symbols there, like, and it's basically the order is shoot weaponized electromagnetic waves at online Trump supporters. Q774, discoveries must be original, organically, hive mind. Q. The articles are powerful testimonies surviving electronic harassment, V2K gang stalking from ex-military engineer. Then the New York Post, microwaves are main suspect in the attacks on U.S. diplomats in Cuba. Q2468, why do attacks come in waves? Q776, Anons. Anon asks, are Anons safe? Q says yes. And then it's very interesting that Q used my armor of God, the armor of God, or Q, Zero Brain. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians, and that's Q1432. But I found that very interesting, Shady.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is interesting, and people have to understand that this is not pretend, okay? The systems and stuff that have been developed are very, very intricate, and some of the stuff that we went over with Mr. Davis, who's out there, I think he's out there with us today, but to show the directness of how these programs are implemented to be used through social media, and the way that the different things that are going on are triggering people to act erratically. This makes a lot of sense. This is tying right back into some other stuff related to Black Project weapons and targeted people, and the people that speak up, people that hear voices in their heads, people that do crazy stuff, people that act out in society or carry out atrocious operations against innocent civilians. This is connected back to these types of technologies, and it's part of what we're here to expose and to share with you, so you can let other people know this is not, this isn't something that we're having a discussion on and we're going to write a comic book about or a fiction book about. This is real information. This are real technologies that were really created to actually control you on every level imaginable. Whatever they could think about, they're throwing at you, and it's a miracle that we're all here considering what we're taking. But the truth is that we are here and we're surviving it, and you guys out there are strong. Put up your use your spiritual shield and remember that you have one.
Yes, absolutely. And I wanted to it's very interesting that Q posted the armor of God just recently, because there's been several people that I've talked to and I've told them this story that you're seeing right here with this meme. This was May 20th, 2018, on a Sunday. And this is the when we were all watching in the server, the Q Army server, and we're talking about some of the people that are attacking me today, which is very interesting. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But we were watching the Kibbe thing, where she got the Hawaiian lady that stamped the seal of approval for Obama's birth certificate.
Yep.
And we were talking about the armor of God. We watched a murder, and I said, hey, everybody, put on the armor of God. We were sad. It was a sad day. We said, put on the armor of God. And lo and behold, literally at 5:34 p.m., minutes after I said that, Q posted this, the full text. And that was a Sunday. And then Monday, at the top upper left, Q got the helmet from the NASCAR driver. And on the Wednesday, 2 down, President got the WBC belt from the wrestler when he was honoring the boxer. Where did he get the chest plate? Well, he got the Army Knights jersey. That could be the chest plate. The Saudi Arabians gave him a sword. The New Balance gave him a shoe. And we are the shield. If you go to POTUSShield.org, that's a prayer group. So we're the shield. And that was a decode that we all did in the Q Army together. And I'm bringing it back to this. Weaponize electromagnetic waves against online Trump supporters. Just very interesting. And it's interesting that Cyril Brain used that as well, the armor of God, in this post too. It's almost like he must watch us, Shady. I don't know. It's very interesting.
I mean, you know, we're paying very close attention, and we're staying very, very close to the message. People out there, you guys have noticed a few people go off the rails here lately. Matrixxx and I are laser focused on this and laser focused on the prize. And you know, what we want is our money to be valuable again. We want your money to be valuable again, and that is the wall we're on. That's the fight we're knee deep in, and that's the reason that I think that a lot of this stuff is being pointed at you, pointing at us from people that were, you know, right with us. Even is that they're, you know, we've penetrated the narrative in a way that is they can't undo the damage that we're doing right now.
Absolutely. They thought she would never lose. And, you know, we've got a lot of great patriots right here in this YouTube chat. Stormy Patriot 21, that's Joe right there. We just went over some of your stuff. I don't know if you saw it. He's amazing. Jay Vega, what a dude. That guy loves my pillows. Love that guy. Liberty 1111, you're amazing. We are the news anons, she says. Darla, how are you doing today? Jojo, hi. 27 Sparkle says, we need to pray. We absolutely do. In fact, you know, we did read the armor of God earlier, but it's finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything to stand firm. Then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes with the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish with all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the saints. Ephesians 6:10-18. And then this is the one where it was, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 13. So with that, I say amen. And I'd like to quickly just take a quick break here, Shady. You ready for some Abby?
Go ahead.
Here we go. Where we go one, we go all. Abby Cook.
The call to man, the hidden story, the master plan. We are all human, we have a voice, we are blessed and burdened with a choice, with a choice. Don't you forget, with open arms we are waiting. Don't you forget, with open arms, 'cause where we go on, we go on. When one rises up, we all stand tall. 'Cause where we go on, we go on. Together we're unstoppable. You might have noticed the changing tides. We stand for freedom, for the waking minds. We are all human, we have a voice, we are blessed and burdened with a choice, with a choice. Don't you forget, with open arms we are waiting. Don't you forget, with open arms, where we go on, we go on. When one rises up, we all stand tall. 'Cause where we go on, we go on. Together we're unstoppable. 'Cause where we go on, we go on. When one rises up, we all stand tall. 'Cause where we go on, we go on. Together we're unstoppable. 'Cause where we go on, we go on. Together we're unstoppable.
Wow. That is one of the most amazing songs. There are so many amazing, talented artists. You got JT Wild, you've got Blue Eyes, Abby Cook. I dropped the link in there for you.
Real Severe.
Real Severe, absolutely. I got some other stuff playing there. Sorry about that. Real Severe, Anon, absolutely. JT Wild, much love to you. I think he was out there. You know, guys, we're going to be here for people. We think, you know, with open arms, just like Abby said there. Where we go one, we go all. If you guys love that song, if you guys are still in this to win this, press 1. And Shady, do you have any other final thoughts? We're approaching about an hour. I just really wanted to quickly do the, just quickly do the top 200, the Mighty 200. There's more to come on this. We do have an excellent show tonight. The Q Lounge Live tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. Do not miss it. Tonight, Shady is going to rock the house with the Q Lounge Live. Love it. Can't wait to see you there tonight. Shady, go ahead. I'm going to pass it to you before Trinity dials that number.
I would just like to say to everyone out there, your positive encouragement, your prayers, your love, your enthusiasm, it is valid, it is noticed, it is appreciated, and it is being added to the collective frequency of love that guides us all, light that guides us all, and truth that guides us all. So I am humbled to be at this microphone and to be with you guys every single time I'm here. I am grateful that Q and the president have found so many wonderful, wonderful people out there to help us drive this this narrative and this agenda of peace and freedom forward. That's what we're doing, and that's what you guys are doing. It's more important than most people recognize. You having your minds plugged into these issues and standing up for freedom is extraordinarily important, everyone, and that is that is to say the least. So don't hesitate to come over, please, tonight. Join me on the Q Lounge at 10 Eastern, like Matrixx said. Also, please go check out some of the other great creators that we've been showcasing. Tiffany Fitzhenry is one. Another one is Ben Davis Jr., who's here in the chat with us. I'd like for you to maybe check out some of his YouTube stuff. The information he has on the Data Asylum project is very, very compelling. So please get over there, check that out, check these other patriots out and creators out that Matrixx mentioned. If you are a creator or stuff that you are excited about or making content, whatever, don't hesitate to send it to us. We're really, really open to having people who can create content that helps to solidify the movement. And that's what we're doing here. And that's what artists like Abby and JT and Real Severe and so many others that we've spoken about have. So Matrixx, I will let you see if we can contact Trinity, and we will speak to everyone in just a few hours on the Q Lounge Live. Get over there, visit us at inthematrixx.com, sign up for QSN, get on the chat, let's talk to each other, friend us, and let's make the connections. Much love, Patriots, and I'll see you in a few hours.
Absolutely, and I want to just thank you, Red Pill Kool-Aid. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Get on over to inthematrixx with 3x's.com. Get over there to the Q Army social network over there. In case Twitter, Facebook goes down, Trinity does have the phone. Here we go. Trinity, take us out of this Matrixx, because we want to be out of this Matrixx. Let's get out of here. You guys, much love to you guys. Thank you very much. In the Matrixx with 3 X's. At Shady Groove with 3 O's. Much love. Till next time, Q Lounge Live tonight, 10 p.m., 7 West. Peace. Much love.